Okay, so good morning, everyone. Do you remember what all things we had learned in the last class? Which all reactions, chemical properties? Yes, Sriram, you can tell me.
Reaction with acid,
One more. Reaction with acid,
reaction with water.
reaction with acids, and reaction with water, right?
Did you take attendance?
No.
Okay, ma'am. I was late to join.
Okay, fine. So now we are moving to the next topic, that is reaction with bases. Okay, reaction with bases. What is a base? Base.
It's a chemical substance which is
Substances which are corrosive.
What about the taste?
bitter.
Yeah, bitter taste. Okay. Then what about the acids? What about their taste?
So
Corrosive.
Then what change? Angelia, can you tell me what change occurs to the litmus paper when we are dip it in basic solution? Angelia, can you hear me? Network issues? Johay? Yes. Unmute. Yes. Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you repeat?
Which litmus paper change its color in basic solution? Red litmus paper or blue litmus paper? Okay, anyone, please tell me.
red litmus.
Yes, red litmus turns to blue in basic solution and blue litmus turns to red in acidic solution, right? Here we are going to discuss the reaction of metals and non-metals with bases. So there is one activity in your textbook, page number 50, activity 4.7. Okay. Lakshmi, can you read the activity 4.7? Are you ready now, Lakshmi? And unmute. Okay, then Gauri Parvati, you can read. It's okay, Lakshmi. So,
Ma'am, should I read the precaution also?
yes.
To be demonstrated by the teacher. During the preparation of sodium hydroxide solution, care should be taken that the pellets of sodium hydroxide are handled with a plastic spatula. Prepare a fresh solution of sodium hydroxide in a test tube by dissolving 3 to 4 pellets of it in 5 milliliter of water. Drop a piece of aluminum foil into it. Bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of the test tube. Observe carefully.
Okay, so that's about this activity. Why here certain precaution taken? It's sodium hydroxide. What's the nature of sodium hydroxide? What's the peculiarity? Yes. It's very reactive, right? I told you when it comes
with
into
water.
contact.
Ma'am,
with
I'm having
air.
a network issue. Can I turn off my video?
Yeah. So in this case of sodium, it is highly reactive with air and water. Okay, that's why here we are using certain spatula to hold this sodium hydroxide. Okay, so here the experiment is that we are preparing a fresh solution of sodium hydroxide in a test tube. Okay, we are preparing a fresh solution of sodium hydroxide. Actually, the sodium hydroxide is available in the form of small pellets. Okay, small pellets. It can be dissolved in this water. Okay, this pellets can be dissolved in the water taken in the test tube. So this one is sodium hydroxide solution. Sodium hydroxide. Do you know the chemical formula of sodium hydroxide?
2NaOH.
Yeah, NaOH. Okay, NaOH. That's the chemical formula of sodium hydroxide. So first we prepare the solution of sodium hydroxide. Then we dip a aluminium foil into the sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, aluminium foil. So here one base is
Ma'am,
going,
why?
we are going to check the reactivity of aluminum foil.
Okay, ma'am.
Means metal and base, right? So to check what will happen here, we are using this aluminum foil and sodium hydroxide. This one is an example for metal, and the sodium hydroxide is an example for base. Okay, so that's the activity. Then bring a burning matchstick towards the mouth of this test tube. Bring a burning matchstick towards the mouth of this test tube. Observe this carefully. Okay, I will tell you that if this sodium hydroxide and aluminum foil react together, that means a metal and base react together, hydrogen will be produced. Okay, so when we bring a burning matchstick towards the mouth of this test tube, what happens? What
A
happens?
pop sound.
Yeah, it will bring a burns with a pop sound. Hydrogen gas burns with a pop sound. So that's the common reaction take place in all metals. When metals react with bases, hydrogen gas will be produced. That's this activity. Clear, children? That's confirmed by bringing a burning matchstick towards the mouth of the test tube. When it burns with a pop sound, we can confirm that hydrogen gas is produced. Okay. This is clear, children? First, we prepare sodium hydroxide solution. Actually, the sodium hydroxide, it's available in the form of pellets. Pellets means small tablets, like that. When it dissolved in water, it will become sodium hydroxide solution. Okay. Then when we dip a aluminum foil into the sodium hydroxide solution, hydrogen gas will be produced. And it can be confirmed by bringing a burning matchstick towards the mouth of this test tube. It will burns with a pop sound. Clear? It will burns with a pop sound. So it's clear, children? So that's
Yes,
the
ma'am.
common reaction take place in all metals. Then in the case of non-metals, their reactions are very complex. Okay? Non-metals react with bases and complex products are obtained. We cannot actually predict the compound form there. The reactions are very complex. So that's about the reaction of metals and non-metals with bases. So you can write this common things. Just wait, children. You can write the heading reaction with bases. Okay. Reaction with bases. Reaction with bases. And the first point, generally metals react with acids and produce hydrogen
Ma'am,
gas.
a base is right.
Ma'am, this is the acid slide.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Yeah, here it is reaction with bases. Okay, metals react with sodium hydroxide. That's a base, NaOH. Okay, it's a base. Metals react with sodium hydroxide to produce hydrogen gas. In the case of acids also, same product will be obtained, right? Hydrogen gas. Here, reaction with bases also gives the same product. And the reactions of non-metals with bases are complex. Reactions of non-metals with bases are complex. So it's clear, children? Okay. Shane, can you please read the points?
Reaction with bases. Metals react with sodium hydroxide to produce hydrogen gas. Reaction of non-metals with bases are complex.
Okay. So that's about the reaction of metal and non-metal with base. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we are moving to the next topic. There is another reaction, that is displacement reaction, that we can discuss in the last of this chapter. Okay. Now we are moving to the uses of metals and non-metals. We will discuss displacement reaction after this topic. Okay. So first one, uses of metals and non-metals. You can tell me certain uses of metals. We will start with Gauri Parvati. Yeah, you can tell me any use of metal. Think about the
Metals are
different
used to
examples.
produce many things,
Yeah, which one?
many utensils.
Okay,
Metals are
utensils.
used to produce many utensils.
Okay, fine. Utensils. Then Abhinav, can you tell me any other points about the uses of metal?
For making some chairs and tables.
Which, okay, making furnitures. Okay, fine. Then Lakshmi,
For building purpose. For
okay, building
constructing.
purposes, construction purposes, we will use certain metals. Uma, can you tell me any use of metal? Uma,
Ma'am, for making spoons and accessories.
yeah, that means same utensils or vessels, right? Okay. Then Isa, can you tell me any use of metal?
To make gadgets,
Which type of gadgets?
industrial,
Yeah, industrial gadgets,
Ma'am, machinery.
machinery. Then Ayan, any points?
Ma'am, automobiles.
Automobiles.
Ma'am, metallic boxes, storage boxes.
Yeah, storage boxes. Think about some noble
Tactilites.
metals like gold, silver, platinum. That's what's about their use?
Jewelries.
Yeah,
Jewelry.
jewelry. Then
Jewelries.
what about copper wire, aluminium wire, etc.?
Electric wires.
Yeah,
Electronics.
electrical wires. So many uses are there for metals, right? So we
And
can,
for cooking. Aluminium
cooking
foil. Silver foil.
for making foils. So we can write all these uses of metals. Okay. Uses of metals and non-metals. First one about metals. Metals are used in making machinery, then automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, satellites, industrial gadgets, cooking utensils, water boilers. You can also add for making jewelry. Then electrical wires. Then construction purposes. Then
Packing.
which one?
Aluminium foil for wrapping.
Foils, for making foils. Foils. Then
Electric wires.
that already written, electrical wires. Then any other point missing?
Zinc used for coating.
Which
Ma'am,
one?
met-
Ma'am,
Metallic
zinc
bottle.
used for coating irons.
Yeah, for coating.
Ma'am, bottle. Water bottles.
That comes under this utensils, right? Water boiler, cooking utensils. Then
Ma'am, for window.
that comes under construction purposes, isn't it? So these all are the uses of metals. You can add your own choices, okay? These are certain general uses of metals. Machinery, automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, satellites, industrial gadgets, cooking utensils, water boilers, jewelry, electrical wires, construction purposes, foils, then for coating. Then what about the use of this mercury?
Thermometer.
Yeah,
Thermometer.
yes.
Thermometer.
Thermometer.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
ma'am, is lead a metal or non-metal?
let us say metal.
Okay.
Okay. Prajita, can you please read the points about the uses of metals?
Yes, ma'am. Metals are used in making machinery, automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, satellites, industrial gadgets, cooking utensils, water boilers, jewelries, electrical wires, construction purposes, foils, coating, thermometer.
Okay.
That is mercury.
In thermometer, we will use the metal mercury. It's the only metal that exists in liquid state at room temperature, right? So have we completed these points?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then all of you, please close your textbook. Close your textbook and notebook. Okay. Now we are discussing the uses of non-metals. Okay. So I will tell the use of that non-metal, or I will give certain clue about that non-metal. You have to identify which non-metal is that. Okay. Those who know the answer, you can raise your hands. Then I will ask. Clear? Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the first clue or the first option is that it's a non-metal. Okay, it's a non-metal.
Ma'am,
That-
that's incorrect.
Yeah, see?
You told it's a non-metal. Yeah, you told identify the non-metal and you were telling you it is a non.
Yeah, wait. It's a non-metal that is essential for our life, which all living beings inhale during breathing.
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
I told you to raise your hand, right?
Oxygen.
Yeah, it's oxygen, right? Okay, fine. Then we are moving to the second one. Okay, second one. It is a non-metal that is used in crackers. Yeah, Shane?
Ma'am, gunpowder.
That's a non-metal. Yeah, Uma, what's your option? Uma? Yeah, tell me. It's okay. It's a non-metal that is used in crackers.
I was thinking of coal.
Which one?
I was thinking of coal, but then I was like, it was crackers.
Ma'am,
Lakshmi.
that's red. Ma'am, that's red.
Sulfur.
Yeah, it's sulfur. Okay, correct answer is sulfur. Okay, fine. So the non-metal that is used in crackers?
Sulfur.
Yes, it's sulfur. Then the next question, all of you listen carefully. Okay, it's a non-metal that is used in fertilizers to enhance the growth of plants. Those who know the answer? Yes, Sriram.
Nitrogen.
Yeah, nitrogen. That is one more answer.
Potassium phosphate. and all.
Potassium is metal.
No.
Yeah, Binav?
Phosphorus.
Yeah, nitrogen and phosphorus. Okay, nitrogen and phosphorus. These are the correct answers. Nitrogen and phosphorus. Then the next question. It's a non-metal used in water purification process. Yeah, Gauri. You can tell me. Yeah.
Chlorine.
Yeah, it's chlorine. Very good. It's chlorine. Okay.
Ma'am, next question was it is a non-metal, right?
Yeah, it's a non-metal. It's a non-metal used in purple colored solution. Okay, used in purple colored solution, which is applied on wounds as an antiseptic. It's a purple colored solution used in wounds as an antiseptic. So think about different non-metals. Which one can be used as a medicine in wounds?
Formalin.
Which one? Which one saying?
I don't know. I just guessed.
Yes, it's iodine. Nalvin, you also same answer, right? Yes, it's iodine. Okay, so we have learned certain uses of non-metals, right? Now it's completed. So we can discuss each. Non-metal that is essential for our life, which all living beings inhale during breathing. That is oxygen. Okay, oxygen. Then the second one, non-metals used in fertilizers to enhance the growth of plants. Nitrogen and phosphorus. Then the third one, non-metal used in water purification process. That is chlorine. Then the non-metal used in the purple colored solution, which is applied on wounds as an antiseptic. That is iodine. Okay, iodine. Then non-metal used in crackers. That is sulfur. So these are certain uses of non-metals. Amrita, can you read first one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Non-metals is essential for our life, which is all living beings inhale during breathing.
Hmm.
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Non-metals used in fertilizers to enhance the growth of plants. Nitrogen, phosphorus.
That's enough.
Thank you.
Okay. Bauja, can you read the remaining?
Yes, ma'am. Non-metal used in water purification process is chlorine.
Yeah.
Non-metal used in the purple colored solution which is applied on wounds as an antiseptic is iodine. Non-metal used in crackers is sulfur.
Okay. So that's about the uses of different non-metals.
Ma'am,
Okay, fine. Then one more
Ma'am,
topic.
can you show the slide once
Yes,
more?
yes. And you can tell me whenever all of you finish, okay? Yes. Sa, have you completed?
Last point.
Okay.
ma'am, platinum is a metal.
Yes. Gold, silver, platinum, they all are metals. Noble metals, they are known as noble metals.
Ma'am, finished.
Finished, okay. Then one more topic in this chapter, that is displacement reaction, okay?
What about diamonds?
Diamond is an allotrope of carbon. That means it contains carbon. Carbon can exist in different forms, okay?
Mineral.
Yeah, Gauri?
And diamond is the hardest mineral.
Yes, hardest substance.
Diamond.
This carbon can exist in different forms, okay? This diamond contains carbon. In the same way, this coal contains carbon. You look at the difference between these two substances. Diamond, it's very shiny, very hard, right?
Ma'am, coal is formed into diamond, right?
Actually, it's different forms of carbon. Yeah. But more time is needed to convert it in the form of diamond, right? So both the substance contain carbon. Carbon can exist in different forms. Diamond, coal, graphite, these all are different forms of carbon. So it belongs to the category non-metal. Okay. Okay, so one more topic here. So before that, I will tell you the portions for your coming term 1 examination. Chapter 3 and 4. But for the from this chapter 4, all topics are not included. So all of you please note the portions for your term 1 examination. Term 1. Chapter 3, synthetic fibers and plastics. Okay. Then chapter 4, materials, metals and non-metals. From this chapter 4, it's from page number 44 to 49. 44 to 49. including reaction with water. From reaction with acids, that's not included for this exam. Clear, children? Still reaction with bases. Sorry, reaction with water. Reaction with water. It's included. Okay. So we have completed the term 1 portions. So from the next class onwards, we will start our revision. I think only one class will be obtained for your revision, right? From the next
NCERT textbook exercises you will discuss in the class.
That we can discuss in the next class along with this displacement reaction. Okay. So for the next class, you should revise this chapter 3 and 4. Sometimes only one period will be obtained for your revision. That's why from the next week onwards, this examination will start, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So for the next class means next week, next Thursday. So you should revise chapter 3 and 4. For chapter 4 till here, reaction with water. Clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we can discuss the displacement reaction and the remaining exercise questions in the next class along with revision. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am,
then
attendance.
let me take your attendance. Just wait. Which one?
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
This slide.
Portions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, will there be test next class?
Yes. A short test.
Okay.
Sometimes oral,
MCQ.
And
both
written or
chapters?
MCQ?
yeah. Sometimes oral, written, MCQ. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
You are putting the question paper?
For your term 1,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, it's already done. From chemistry, then from physics and biology also, right? It's already done. Okay. So let me take your attendance.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
And thank you all. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
See you in the
Thank you,
next
ma'am.
class.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye,
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am.